Goblintown NFTs are going to 0. Maybe. But they also may go to 100 ETH and dethrone Bored Ape Yacht Club. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about both scenarios that would make either of these situations possible. And it's safe to say that the NFT community has really been caught off guard by the success of Goblintown. I mean, they have no utility, no roadmap, no Discord, and an undoxed team. So why are they sitting around a 6 Ethereum floor price? And sometimes they've been even higher. I'm Devin Cook. Let's talk about Goblintown and welcome back to Dev Money. So first up, if you've never even seen the Goblintown NFTs, well, here they are right on OpenSea, goblintown.wtf by King of the Goblin. And these are the NFTs, and this is what you can expect to see when you come browse this collection. And you can also see that the floor price is right around 6.4 Ethereum, 22,000 Ethereum in total volume, 10,000 items, 4.6 thousand holders at this moment. And what's really crazy to see is if you go over to OpenSea and look at the stats, you're gonna see that Goblintown is #1 in terms of total trading volume in the last 24 hours. And what's even more impressive than that is if you come back over to OpenSea and hit last 7 days, and you're gonna see that Goblintown is still #1 with 13,000 Ethereum in total volume versus Bored Ape Yacht Club in second place with 9,000 Ethereum in total volume. And obviously, if you look at the last 30 days, they are going to get dethroned, and there's going to be quite a few projects ahead of them, but they do come down respectively at #7, in line right behind Beans, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, Ghost Division, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Azuki, and other deeds. So you're probably thinking, well, if they're doing this well, they must have some massive following on social media, over on Twitter. Well, that's not actually the case, because if you come over and dive into Twitter, you're going to see that they do have 53,000 followers, but that's still not as many as other projects that we've seen, like Invisible Friends with over 300,000 followers. Scratch that, Invisible Friends is over 500,000 followers, almost 550. So yes, 50,000 followers on Twitter is a respectable amount for sure. I'm not discounting that, but it's not nearly as large as some of the other NFT projects that we've seen launch recently. And on their Twitter, they do have about 2,700 tweets, which has really only been in about the last week or so, but most of these tweets are just retweets. There's hardly any original tweets from the Goblintown account. And as you scroll through, you're gonna see that most of these are just retweets of different memes and different images that people are tweeting about this project. But just recently on June 1st, they did tweet this kind of rather cryptic message of this, what looks to be a McDonald's sort of overflowing looking sewage drink. And then they have this real cryptic message up here, which essentially says that there's gonna be a free claim for goblins only on the official site on Friday night. So once you get through all of the mumble jumble of the letters and the bad spelling, that's essentially what it's saying. If you're a Goblin holder, come Friday night, which is gonna be the day I post this video, there's gonna be some sort of free claim or NFT that holders are going to have access to. And there's even been entire articles like this one just written about how Goblintown is really taking off, and they're really being fueled by this meme culture. And when you look over at their website, it's pretty simple. Here's their website right here, and you go over to enter the website, and then you're brought to this page right here where you get this kind of text message conversation between two goblins. I would encourage you to go through and read it. I'm not going to read it here because honestly it's hard to read because of the grammar and how they spell and type everything, but it's kind of funny to read through, so I would encourage you to do so. And then the only information you really get about this project is right here. You're going to see that they are sold out and that they were free plus mint per wallet. And then don't be greedy, that's how they got here. And then they're going to reserve 1,000 goblins because they want to, and there's no roadmap, no Discord, no utility, and the contract wasn't actually written by goblins. Imagine that. And then what's really interesting is you see something that we first started seeing with Bored Ape Yacht Club. You see this hashtag down here, Goblin follow Goblin, which we often saw and still see with Bored Ape Yacht Club, Ape follow Ape. So really that's all the information we have about this project. So why has it reached a floor price peak of almost 8 Ethereum? And what's the situation in which this project goes to 0? And what's the situation in which this project goes to 100 ETH as a floor price? Well, firstly, you need to know what is actually driving this project. And it's not the fundamentals of the project, and it's not the team, because as I already mentioned, there's no utility, there's no Discord, there's no roadmap, and we don't know who any of the members of the team are. Really, this project is being completely fueled by hype, by memes, and by the Twitter spaces that they've been holding on Twitter. obviously, because it's Twitter Spaces. And do be aware that hype can take a project really far. Hype can take projects from 1 Ethereum to 5 Ethereum to 10 Ethereum to 20 Ethereum or even more. But in order to become a truly blue chip project that's here to stay, regardless of what the market is doing, you're gonna have to have a bit more than just hype behind the project. So if the creators behind this project don't really do very much, then the hype is inevitably gonna die down, as it always does. And if that hype dies down and there's nothing to fuel it and keep the hype going, like something like ApeCoin or other D like we had for Bored Ape Yacht Club, amongst many other things, then the demand for Goblintowns is gonna steadily decrease, and we're not gonna see this 6 Ethereum floor price that we have right now. And if that continues, then we could eventually see this project go down to 0. So that's very much the bear case for this project. It's very pessimistic, I know, but really all the creators have to do in order to get this project to 0 Ethereum is do nothing. But what's the bull case for this project? How do we get to 10 Ethereum, 50 Ethereum, or even 100 Ethereum? Well, quite honestly, a lot has to happen in order to get to those valuations. And there's gonna need to be a lot more than just hype around this project in order to get to 50 or 100 Ethereum. Although I do believe that we could get to 10 Ethereum just really based off of hype. Now, so far, this project doesn't really have much of a track record. I mean, it's only really been out for just about a week. But even in that small amount of time, we just saw that tweet over on Twitter where Goblintown said that there's going to be a free airdrop for Goblintown holders. So they're already doing things and giving value to the holders. Now, only time will tell how valuable that NFT airdrop ends up being, but that is a good sign, and that's something that we do want to see. So if they keep doing these little airdrops and keep implementing and providing value to the holders, and the hype continues to stay high, we could see 10 Ethereum pretty easily and pretty soon, in my opinion. But in order to get much higher and to actually dethrone Bored Ape Yacht Club, they're going to have to execute at a massive level. And in my opinion, they're going to need to have a fully doxed team, so that way we get more interaction and we can put a bit more faith behind this NFT project. And on OpenSea, we have seen some of the more rare NFTs from this collection sell for 31 Ethereum, and then some others in the mid 20 range. So to me, that's a good sign that people are spending a lot of money on these NFTs. However, I do like to see sale prices upwards of 50 in order to see actual really institutional money diving into this collection. So if we start seeing NFTs selling for over 50 Ethereum, in my mind, that's an even bigger bullish sign for this project. And in order to get to 100 Ethereum, we're also probably gonna see some other things developed in the Goblintown ecosystem. We might need to see a metaverse, we might need to see a companion project. There's a lot of things that needs to happen in order for this project to really get to the success levels that Doodles or Moonbirds or Bored Ape Yacht Club has. So for me personally, I haven't bought into this project yet, and yeah, that means I've lost out on some pretty nice gains, but also my strategy as an investor is to wait and see a little bit more. I like to see a new project and how it develops, how they plan out the roadmap, who the creators are, and how they can actually implement and innovate on that project. And it's not necessarily the best strategy because, like I said, I missed out on some pretty big gains by not just minting one of these for free or buying one when they're at half Ethereum or 1 Ethereum. And obviously, I don't have a crystal ball, so I don't know how this NFT project is gonna pan out in the long run. I do see this project as a bit of a gamble right now, especially at this 6 Ethereum floor price, but I mean, NFTs in general are a bit of a gamble.